What's happening, football fans? This is how you improve West Bromwich Albion in under 10 minutes. Let's go. Welcome back, football fans, and today we're going to talk about West Bromwich Albion, the newly promoted side to the Premier League, and how can they improve their squad, and we're going to try and do it in under 10 minutes. We're going to kickstart with the three positions that we've decided that West Brom could ideally strengthen in or could do with some depth, and then positions are striker, centre-half, and a goalkeeper. As you've already seen so far this season, they're struggling for goals, but they're leaking goals, and it's never a great recipe. So up first, in the striker's position is Norwich's Teemu Pukki. Now, in the 1920 season, Teemu Pukki played 36 games for Norwich. He scored 11 goals, a shot accuracy of 62%. He also chipped in with 3 assists, and he created 30 chances. Now, he started off really well. He kind of flew out the blocks. Everyone thought he was going to be the next, shall we say, Jamie Vardy, which he wasn't. He looked good. He rode the wave. He got the momentum from his championship season, but then they started to dip. And I know people might argue and say, yeah, but he failed. Did he really fail? 11 goals?
Double figures.
That's a lot of... I say it's a lot. It's not bad, is it? You know, you look at...
For a team down there, 11 goals.
I know we can only kind of refer to our club, but you compare them stats to Jamie Vardy's stats the season that we stayed up. I don't think he hit double figures that year.
He got 5. He scored 5 goals. Leo Ulloa was our top goal scorer, I think, with 10 or 11. So
exactly.
Similar
so
to
that speaks
Pukki.
volumes. And then you've only got to see where Jamie Vardy's ended up in the long run. So, you know, for a club like West Brom, who I think they're wide attacking players. I like them. They create chances. I think if he can get chances, Pukki, he will tuck them away. He is a very good finisher. You know, let's not take that away from him. You know, I don't think he's renowned for create. I know he's created 30 chances, which is not too bad of a stat. But he wasn't renowned the type of player to kind of pick the ball up from deep and look for players running in behind. He wants to get in behind. He is the player on the shoulder. He's the poacher. Yeah. And I think West Brom could really do for a player like that. At the moment, they've got Callum Robinson, who for me doesn't do it. He's
Charlie Austin on the bench.
He's nearly about ready to get his retirement. Yeah. You know, he's got the pension ready in the post office. You know, he's not the type of player that's going to keep you up, in my opinion. Teemu Pukki, I think he could score some critical goals for West Brom. So my choice for West Brom as a striker would be Teemu Pukki. I think he'd be a fair fee. I don't know how much.
True.
I don't know how much Norwich would probably want.
8 to 10. 8 to 12.
They are a club that they can't really turn down big sums of money. West Brom, they've got a nice bit of payment from coming up, bit of money, TV rights and the rest of it. I know we're in a bit of a crisis with the old COVID things and money's a bit tight, but I think they've got enough in the bank to probably persuade Teemu Pukki to come alongside the other two on the flanks. So up next then, Nave, the centre half, the Croatian.
Yep. Centre half we've gone for a Slavan Bilic Croatian connection, and it is Demagog Vida. I think it's Demagog, or I'm not too sure if that's one of those little fucking things in Stranger Things. Demagog, I don't care. Demagog Vida, we're calling him that. Croatian centre-half, over 80 international appearances. 2 years ago, played in the World Cup final. This bloke is no mug. Currently plays for Besiktas in the Turkish Super League. Obviously, we'll know Bilic from Bilic's time as a Croatian national team manager. Also, Bilic has links to Besiktas. I believe the manager there as well. 31 years of age, big presence, leader, experience, as I said, on the highest international stage. And for me, Kyle Bartley and Semi Ajayi, and another point is Branislav Ivanovic at the back, whether he'll play fullback or centre-back, probably centre-back because of his lack of pace. I just think they need a bit more experience, a bit more of a leader in there. And Kyle Bartley and Semi Ajayi at that level, I don't think they're leaders. And I think they have looked very shaky at the back. What was it 3 goals against us, 3 goals against Chelsea, 5 goals against Everton? It's 11 goals in 3 games. It's not good enough. I think Demagog Vida would be the kind of commanding presence to show up that back 4. Last season, as you can see, or back 5, sorry. Last season, you could see 31 games played. Yeah, it's a fair amount of games for a man who's 31 years of age. Aerial duel success, 54%. Okay, not the greatest in the world, but he'll have 2 centre-halves either side of him, most likely. Tackles, 168%. That's a decent percentage of winning his tackles. Interceptions, 42. And clean sheets, 12. Although that might be a slightly buffered up statistics, he's playing for one of the more stronger teams in the division in Besiktas. I just think it'll be. I think, and also Bilic will get the best out of him, I believe, being Croatian. I don't think he'll cost a lot of money. So no, money isn't. It is an issue with COVID and West Brom. They can't go out and spend £20 million on a defender. I think they could get Demagog Vida for anywhere between 5 to 10 million from Besiktas. I really do, and I think it'd be a really shrewd piece of business. Slide in there seamlessly. So my centre half pick for West Bromwich Albion is Demagog Vida.
Lovely stuff. Up next, obviously the goalkeeper, and we've kind of done his research here, and we've got some opinions from other West Brom fans, and they don't seem to think very highly of Sam Johnston.
Sam Johnston,
and
yeah.
So we've picked out Sergio Romero from Man United, and he didn't play a single game in the Premier League last year. And let's bear in mind that Dean Henderson is now United's number 2, so he's fell down the pecking order to number 3.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to want to sit around not playing for much longer. He's not getting any younger, but he's not a bad keeper. He's a
Very
good keeper.
good.
He played a lot of Europa League games.
International pedigree for
Yeah,
Argentina.
no,
he's no mug. He's far too good to be sitting on the bench, and he's a better keeper than Sam
100%.
Johnston.
Now, these stats are obviously off the 1920 Europa League. And in that, he played 9 games. He got 7 clean sheets. He made 11 saves and had a save percentage of 84%. Now, we haven't got a lot of stats to go off there because he didn't play as many games, and he's only played 9 games in Europa League. So it's a difficult one to base it on. But if you know your Premier League and you know your football and you follow football, you will know that would be a real coup for West Bromwich Albion.
Shrewd piece of business.
And I don't think United would ask for a big fee. I think they've got Lee Grant as 4th choice. They've got 4 keepers at United. Now, if let's say De Gea gets injured, you've got Dean Henderson. Now, let's be honest. Lee Grant after that is not the end of the world. And he's not the best, I know. He's never going to be first choice. He's not the end of the world. I think United will be open to selling Romero to West Brom. Whether that...
I think he'd want to go. I think he'd want to play football. Wages might be an issue,
maybe.
But there won't be a big fee involved. So maybe they could do a deal where United subsidise some of the wages. But to stay in the Premier League, I think he'd do it. They've
managed to bring Ivanovic in, which is, again, a big name. He's got a reputation and so forth. So, why can't they encourage some of these players that, and let's be honest, he's got the international pedigree, but he's not made it at United. I think he'd be open to moving, I really do. And a great keeper and a great centre half and a striker, and West Brom would really put themselves in a great situation to fight against that relegation. You look at some of the clubs down there, and they're not oozing with class. Fulham really lacking quality. Sheffield United, on paper, not the best, and now they're starting to really struggle. West Brom, they've got players in positions that are good. They've got good quality, but then they lack quality in other positions. They lack balance. Exactly, that's what I'm looking to say. Yeah, they lack balance. The centre, like you say, the centre half you just mentioned, they're not good enough. The keeper's not good enough. They've got 2 great wide players that will score goals and create chances, but you need.
Well, they've got 3 in there, really, and Robertson, Mateus Pereira as a 10, and even Grady Dianganovic. That's creativity all day.
You pick a striker like Puka, and you're going to start scoring goals.
Field day.
The midfield, it's a little bit iffy. I know it's not the best, but I think a centre-half and goalkeeper and a striker could really transform West Bromwich Albion, and I believe that would improve them very much so. And as you can see at the bottom of the video, we are under 10 minutes, and that is how you improve West Bromwich Albion in under 10 minutes. My name's Northie. This is Nathan. It's been a pleasure. Until next time, hopefully your club will be next. Take care.